61 arrests made after police uncovered job recruitment fraud operation. Calls for more healthcare investment as National Hospital celebrates 23rd anniversary. Japan backs Timor-Leste's school meals program with rice donation. Bali's landfill closure fuels waste chaos. Welcome back to RTTL World News. I'm Sony Madeira. An alleged fraud ring has been uncovered by the National Police's Criminal Investigation Service in Tibar, Lekisa municipality. 61 foreign nationals from Indonesia were detained by police and charged with 5 criminal offenses, including tax fraud, money laundering, and illegal gambling.
Police uncovered a scam center disguised as an international labor agency after a tip-off was made by local residents last Friday.
Although the company has government permission to operate a ticket agency, they also promised to find jobs or obtain visas to Portugal and extorted money from our youth.
After receiving the report, police raided a hotel in Lekisa and arrested 61 foreign nationals from Indonesia who worked at the agency. They were detained along with computers and other evidence.
If this company has a permit to open a travel agency, then its competence is limited to handling travel tickets, not promising uncertain things like arranging visas or getting jobs.
Those who reported the agency were victims who were promised visas to work abroad.
The victim said that the company collected $3,400 to $3,800 to recruit workers to work in Portugal.
Local authorities in Tibar were unaware of the illegal activities.
We only knew the company and hotel owners. However, we didn't know many of the people staying here. Previously, I assumed they were simply coming to rent the hotel and work outside.
The suspects have been charged with 5 criminal offenses, including money laundering, criminal conspiracy, illegal gambling, tax fraud, and visa violations. They are currently undergoing the trial process at Dili District Court. Police have appealed to the public to take care when dealing with overseas employment agencies.
If there is any more recruitment like this from the company, please report it to us because this is part of a criminal act.
The police also consider this a crucial preventive step to break the chain of human trafficking crimes, which often utilize illegal recruitment methods. Zivina La Silva, Zegedes, RTTL World News.
Timor-Leste's one and only National Hospital Guido Valadares, or HNGV, is celebrating its 23rd anniversary this week. While the progress of the last 23 years is being celebrated, health professionals still face major obstacles in providing quality health care and saving lives. Patients are also concerned about critical shortages of medicine and long wait times. Every morning, crowds of patients queue outside the pharmacy, hoping to get their full prescription.
Often when I come here, the medicine is not available, so they give me a prescription to buy it and take it every day.
64-year-old Ildefonso da Costa Freitas was diagnosed with a prostate condition last year and requires regular checkups and ongoing medication. He is one of many patients who often have to purchase medication from private clinics.
I bought medicine for the 4th time already.
Another patient, Cipriano Gomez, faces a similar struggle.
I've been prescribed 5 types of medicines by the doctor, but I only received 3 medicines and another 2 are not available.
Patients are calling on the National Hospital to address the medicine shortage and reduce the hours-long wait to see a doctor.
This situation needs to be improved because we don't have money to buy medicine.
The services here are very crowded. Often we push each other and we argue and we feel it is not right. It needs to improve.
This week, the National Hospital celebrates its 23rd anniversary, reflecting on achievements and embracing emerging challenges. The Vice Minister of Health, Dr. Flavio Brandão, commented on the National Hospital's readiness to treat patients with complex cases such as cardiovascular diseases and cancer.
The HNGV's role is not to provide similar services that are provided by healthcare centers and health posts, so the development is needed to upgrade this hospital into a center that provides advanced care. So we will not need to send any more patients for treatment abroad.
In 2025 alone, the government paid for more than 100 patients' treatment overseas, most of them suffering from cardiovascular diseases and cancer. Timor-Leste is experiencing a growing burden of non-communicable diseases, which is responsible for 45% of all deaths.
It is very important to establish an oncology and cardiology center in the country, particularly in this hospital.
There are more than 60 specialists from various fields who work at the hospital, but they can only provide basic care due to lack of equipment and medication.
We committed this year to invest more in medical equipment. Now we have medical equipment such as a CT scanner, X-ray, and we will have mammography soon.
Dr. Suarez calls for more investment on human development and technology.
We continue to invest in human resources because we see the dynamics of cases that the National Hospital receives. So this year we will invest in subspecialist doctors.
The National Hospital also launched a digital registration system to integrate healthcare services and cut waiting hours. Paulina Quintown, Sonia Madeira, RTTL World News. For 14 years, the government and World Food Program have been implementing school meal programs across the country, aiming to improve the health, nutrition, and education of school children. The program has seen school kitchens advance in quality and hygiene, but basic infrastructure and locally produced food availability remain challenges. To support the program, the Japanese government recently donated almost 400 tons of imported rice.
A busy morning for cooks at Rttl Basic School, preparing food for students. It's common to see these school meals rely heavily on imported products.
We use imported rice mixed with some local black rice, and for fruit, we prepare local bananas, but oranges are imported.
Timor-Leste's school meals regulation requires 75% of food products used to be locally produced. But Ms. Maria said local produce is not accessible and expensive compared to imported products. The Rttl Basic School's meals program spends $708 every week to prepare meals for almost 1,800 students.
In one day, we cooked for 25-kilogram bags of rice.
It's break time and students are lining up to get their meals for lunch. The school principal, Brisida Faustina Coelho, closely monitors the cooking and feeding of children.
They are our children, so the meals we prepare must be hygienic. Our cooks must use personal protection equipment before preparing the meals, and all utensils must be clean. Also, products must be fresh and washed with clean water.
Last month, the government built a new kitchen at the school, but it has no system for wastewater management. The school also lacks appropriate space for children to enjoy their lunch. Recently, the Japanese government and its partner, World Food Program, handed over 391 tons of imported rice to the government to support school feeding programs in Aileu, Covalima, Lautem, and Dili municipalities.
The school meal is the foundation of the education that gives students the nutritions and the concentrations and good the conditions for the education.
The value of the rice is around $700,000 and is expected to benefit more than 100,000 students across the 4 municipalities.
I'm very looking forward to seeing the many students enjoy their school meal with these rices.
The World Food Program has been supporting the government to improve the quality of school meals and provide nutritious food for students. Back in 2023, the government and WFP launched new recipe books with different recipes based on the ingredients available in each municipality.
We all want our children to get nutritious food, but unfortunately our local produce is not enough and we can't provide all the products that we want. So we still use imported food products.
We're working now together with the farmers around the school to help them grow the food that is needed for the school meal, to make sure that the schools use the local ingredients, and to make sure that the farmers that live around the schools can also economically benefit from the school meal program.
Across the country, 139 schools are currently implementing the school meals program. The government and WFP are continuing to build more kitchens and provide utensils for the kitchens in these schools, working together to boost students' nutrition and build a brighter future for the younger generation. Pauline Quintown, Judas Magno, RTTL World News.
Last week, Timor-Leste's Foreign Minister Benito dos Santos Freitas visited Australia, where he signed a memorandum of understanding with his Australian counterpart, Penny Wong. While in Canberra, the minister sat down with RTTL World News reporter Jerry Madeira to discuss the importance of the relationship between the two countries, ongoing issues with Australia's labour mobility scheme, and how Timor-Leste's neighbour can support its full ASEAN integration.
Could you please tell us about what is the significance of this meeting between Timor-Leste and Australia?
Our relationship with Australia is very important. We know that during these last 2 years, the Foreign Minister of Australia, Senator Penny Wong, have visited Timor-Leste twice. So we came here as a matter of reciprocity, as well as to strengthening bilateral ties that already established, and to discuss on specific issues related to this cooperation. We consider various issues, including PALM, Pacific Labor Mobility Program, where our Timorese workers, many of them are benefited by this program. Indeed, there are also challenges, so we have discussed with ministers to see all this situation and also other areas of cooperation in terms of economics, in the development of Greater Sunrise, and also support to ASEAN integration, programs that related to future, not distant future, shareship of Timor-Leste to ASEAN, what the needs from Timor-Leste side, and also some part of discussions about the maritime security, which is very important for us to protect our coastal zones, especially for illegal fishing and other issues, which is really very important.
President Zeram Zorta wrote an opinion piece published in Australian media last month, highlighting the poor pay and living conditions some workers experience as a part of the PALM scheme. What role does the Timor-Leste government play in ensuring all Timorese are safe in Australia?
I think President was aware about these real situations through certain channels of information, which is good for us to know, and I think the government need to be aware about the situation and to coordinate, to work together in a mutual level with cooperation with us and with Australian authorities to see the situation and to help our people to get their rights and the protection, as well as to follow up on this agreement. So, in principle, this idea was very important, and that our young people, they came here working in various industries, so they went back home, they have changed life in terms of economic growth, education and health. This is very important. Now that we need to maintain this very positive relation in the basis of trust.
This is your first visit to Australia since last year's accession into ASEAN. How can these meetings support Timor-Leste's successful integration into ASEAN?
I think we have agreed on the situation of support towards Timor-Leste's full membership, alignment with our policies, and also the preparation towards the chairship. I think on economic, on trade, very important, on connectivity, issues that we will discuss further in the capital with our team, dedicated team, under the guidance of Vice Minister for ASEAN Affairs. We will set a program plan of action that we can also present to Minister of Foreign Affairs of Australia, hopefully in Philippines. So this is very important to measure what are the plans, what are the indicators, and what the outputs. These are very important. So we really seek support from Australia as one of the major partners, as well as the dialogue partners.
How will Timor-Leste work with Australia and other nations to prepare for the 2029 ASEAN Summit?
So we are working together on this to see various pillars as required, and we will communicate to have a consolidation with all the institutions about the needs preparation. We have under the major 5 pillars, there are 14 sub-units, including everything, technical preparation, concepts, logistics, arrangements, everything there, and Vice Minister is very much knowledgeable about this, and we hope that we can coordinate, but we really need to work hard to prepare. That is why the discussion with Foreign Minister Senator Penny Wong, we agreed to have a team to work together and define a plan of actions. This plan of actions need to be discussed together. So I think on return, we can discuss with our Vice Minister for ASEAN and the Director for ASEAN issues. So we'll work together with other ministries through the Executive Committee to see the preparation as a whole.
Thank you, Minister. It is such an honor and pleasure to discuss with you in this special.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
In international news, it is known for pristine beaches and stunning volcanic landscapes, but environmental groups say Bali is in the grip of a rubbish crisis. Its main landfill site has been partially closed, and there is growing confusion over alternatives, with uncontrolled waste being burned and dumped illegally.
In the picturesque villages of Denpasar lies a dirty secret.
Just picking up through so much plastic that have been running through this tiny little irrigation stream.
Environmental groups are trying to clean up an increasing onslaught of trash tossed into waterways and fields.
At the moment, Bali is in a state of crisis when it comes down to waste management.
For decades, much of the island's waste has been sent to this sprawling dump.
Officials say the Suwong landfill has been over capacity for years. And coming here and standing on this mountain of trash, it's easy to agree with them.
Bali generates about 3,500 tonnes of waste every day. That's the same as 300 fully loaded garbage trucks. 60 to 70% of that is organic waste. Much of the rest is plastic. In April, Bali's government tried to restrict use of the dump.
The landfill was the only place for waste, and the Bali community relied on it. When it was suddenly closed, it was a massive blow.
Decades ago, Bali's residents generally consumed organic products, so most waste was biodegradable. But environmental groups say education and waste management systems have failed to keep up since the introduction of plastics.
Some people feel like, why should I sort waste? Some also say, I've been doing the same as usual, like throwing waste in the river or burning waste, and nothing has happened to me.
The island is also dealing with enormous pressure from tourism. Visitors create far more waste than the average resident, and the number of foreign tourists has almost tripled in the last 15 years. A proposed waste-to-energy plant will help ease the burden, but completion is years away. In the meantime, the government has been forced to loosen restrictions at the landfill until it can find other ways to deal with the relentless tide of trash.
It has long been known that barley is the engine behind Australia's beer industry, but an Adelaide Hills brewing company is taking a leaf out of the wine industry's playbook in revealing the flavour search of its ales.
McLaren Vale in South Australia is known for its wine. But today, grape grower Ollie Madgett is more focused on the barley he's planting between his vines. Not as a cover crop, but as an ingredient for beer.
We bought this vineyard 10 years ago, and actually since starting to plant barley here, we've found out from other farmers that this is exactly what this block used to grow. So before it got planted to vines in the mid-90s, this had had decades as a block that had produced barley for coopers.
The company leasing Ollie's vineyard is Malt Donkey, which is based at Ashton in the Adelaide Hills. It's also paying top dollar to a number of other South Australian farmers who have dedicated small parcels of land to the barley varieties it wants.
People have been growing barley for years based on yield. Yield from the paddock, yield in the malt house. We're not. We're looking for flavour.
This isn't just about giving barley its moment in the spotlight. It's about proving the grain can carry flavour from the land into the bottle the same way wine grapes do. Malt Donkey has now brewed around 20 single origin ales.
So to get quite an influence from the ocean probably.
And someone who knows more than most about how farming environments influence flavour is winemaker Ben Radford.
The most extreme was the ale that we made from our own barley, grown on the property here.
Why was that?
Well, it's been grown organically and it competed with like 20 other different plant species. So maybe there's some flavour that's come from those other plants in that paddock.
That is so different.
It's amazing. I mean, wine has always been amazing as far as different flavours from different sites, especially in the Barossa, but I had no idea that grain had all these flavours locked within it.
And now the weather, starting with Dili. Mostly sunny with a top temperature of 31 and a low of 22 degrees. Partly cloudy with afternoon showers in Baucau. Temperatures ranging between 29 and 19 degrees. A couple of morning showers in Lautem, otherwise partly cloudy, a high of 28 and a low of 21 degrees. In Bobonaro, sunny to partly cloudy, a top temperature of 28 and a low of 15. And sunny and pleasant in Aileu, temperatures ranging between 26 and 13. Now looking abroad. Plenty of sunshine in Kupang, a high of 32 and a low of 23. In Bali, partly sunny with temperatures ranging between 34 and 21. Hazy sunshine in Jakarta, a top of 34 and a low of 24. Cloudy in Seoul, with a couple of morning thunderstorms followed by scattered showers in the afternoon, a high of 31 and a low of 22 degrees. Sunny and humid in Darwin, temperatures ranging between 32 and 21 degrees. In Sydney, partly cloudy and windy, a high of 19 and a low of 9 degrees. Mostly sunny and very hot, with extreme heat warnings issued in Lisbon, temperatures ranging between 38 and 23 degrees. In London, sunny and warm, with a top temperature of 27 and a low of 15. And cloudy and breezy in Belfast, with a passing shower or two in the afternoon, a top temperature of 20 and a low of 15 degrees. Thanks for joining us again on the program. RTTL World News will be back with more stories on Sunday. Bye for now.